Okay, I'm going to be here 9 years and no, already 9 years. Yes, and my role is to work for the Hispanic migrant community, migrants and immigrants, and I'm do social work and pastoral work. I help schedule the Spanish Mass, prayer groups, everything that is in pastoral. And for the sacraments, marriage, first communions. And for social, I make appointments, to doctor's appointments for the vaccinations for the children. And when they're pregnant, I take them to the prenatal care. Yes, until the baby in charge. And outreach. Yes, visiting them in their homes and see what they need and how they are doing. Advocating for them in their workplace.
Yes.
I make appointments, doctor's appointments for the women, children, and the men now. Dental appointments. I translate or interpret for them for the school, and they go to register the children. Or when they have meetings with the parents, I go and interpret for them. And the same in the doctor's office. In court. Sometimes I have to go to court too to translate for them, to interpret it. So it's an immigrant church. And it's made up of more than 58 ethnic groups from throughout the world, including Asia, Africa, the Near East, and Latin America. And the Catholic Church has a long history of involvement in the immigration issue, both in the advocacy and welcoming the immigrants and refugees. In fact, the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops was a national coordinating agency for the implementation of IRCA, that is legalization program.
Okay.
So we have a strong working relationship with the Department of Homeland Security and with the U.S. Citizen and Immigration Services. The agency that will be largely responsible for implementing any new legalization and temporary work program. There are currently 158 Catholic immigration programs throughout the country under the auspices of the U.S. bishops. And we started advocating for the migrants since Pope Pius XII reaffirmed the Church's commitment to caring for pilgrims, aliens, exiles, and migrants of every kind, affirming that all people have the right to condition worthy of human life. And then Pope John Paul II, in his pastoral statement, Ecclesia in America, reaffirmed the rights of migrants and their families and the need for respecting human dignity, even in case of non-legal immigration. During his visit to the United States in April 2008, His Holiness Pope Benedict XVI chose migrant and immigration as one of themes of visit, citing keeping family together. That's important for us.
Yes.
And Pope Francis, who will visit the United States and address a joint meeting of Congress in September in Washington, has also defended the rights of migrants. He also has also the care and protection of the unaccompanied children, fleeing strife in their home countries and seeking protection in the United States. For this reason, the Catholic Church holds an interest in the welfare of the immigrants and how our nation welcomes newcomers from all lands. So that's not only, we don't advocate only for the Hispanics.
Right.
So there's all the immigrants who comes from different places. The church position in social justice is that the current immigration system, which can lead to family separation, suffering, and even death, is morally unacceptable and must be reformed. So for the Catholic Church and for the church, it's important for us to keep the families together.
Yes.
Because some families, the father is deported, or the mother has been deported, and the children stay. No place to go, no place to live, and they don't have families to be with them. So that's the separation. But in Columbus, we have cases where children were in school, and the parents were working in the fields, and ICE came and took them, and the children came trying to update them about immigration, about everything that's going on.
Nice.
So they can
Keep
be
them up to date.
Yeah, to keep them up to date. And hope, and some of them are eligible for residence, but they don't know. And here in Marietta, we have already 10 who had residence, and now they are eligible for citizenship.
So how does that happen? Is it because they came as documented workers?
Well, what happened with most of them, and they came with a permit with them to be here, or with a visit permit to be here. But then they never renewed.
Right.
And they stayed thinking that it was okay.
Yeah.
That it was forever. I mean, but it was not. That permit, it was not forever. It was just for a few time, maybe for 5-10 years, or 6 or 8 months, but not or a year.
Right.
But not for forever. So they stayed, and they became undocumented because of that. But some of them came, and some are married with citizen.
Sure.
So, and they are applying for them, which is good.
That is good.
And some has been in a relationship that domestic violence, and there is a program for the women who believe in that situation. I work for the migrants, workers, and immigrants. Immigrants are those who work in the restaurants, in hotels, in office cleaning places, and but the migrants are the main focus, because most of them come with no education, or with some, but not really. So what we want to do is to help them to know that they have rights and their works, even though they are not documented.
Yes.
And they can stand up for their rights, and just to help them, encourage them to learn the language too, so they can know what the people there, what they work with, what they are saying, and what they need to. And the other thing that is important for me that they learn the language is that when they go to the doctor's appointment, if I'm not here, they don't have anybody to take them. And I say to them, if I'm not here, you need to tell the doctor how you feel, whether if you have a pain or something. If you don't know how to communicate with the doctors, it's going to be hard for you. So thank God we have doctor who speaks Spanish, and wholesale when they are delivering the baby, they wanted to stay with them because they feel safe and comfortable that somebody's interpreter for them.
They know someone.
Yes, and someone be there that knows the language. But I found too that in some doctors and nurses, they try, to speak as, at least hi, what is your name? Tiene dolor. So it is so nice and they feel comfortable when they hear us, even though
so even taking those little steps of asking a few questions in Spanish is helpful.
The language, I think the language is a barrier for them. Before I came here, when I first started, they didn't go to see the doctor for prenatal care. because some people were telling them that if they go, they will take. The other thing that is hard for them is that for them going to the doctor, at least they are sick, really sick. I mean, they go to see the doctor, but if they have a headache or body ache or the flu, they think that they don't have to see the doctor because it's just the flu and it's going away. But sometimes it doesn't go away, and I said, well, sometimes it doesn't. If you cannot do it, I will tell the doctor. But they try. With the little English that they're learning, they try.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, and we have students from the Athens University coming to give a Spanish class, English classes to the migrants.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, and so this year, I don't know if we usually start in October. So, but I don't know. I haven't talked with the person in charge, so I will see if they are coming again.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But we have wonderful students coming and teaching them.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that a long time ago we had talked about it, and I didn't know if it ever got off the ground.
Yes, they were coming every Tuesday and Thursday to teach them. The only that they found hard because it's the time that they are working.
Yes.
And some of them do not. They leave work around 10, 11 o'clock. So
at night.
At night.
Yeah.
5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 or 11 o'clock in the night, or come in 10 o'clock in the night and go back to 3 o'clock in the morning to work. Because if they don't do that, I mean, the product goes bad.